If there's one thing I like talking about when going to Disney World, it's the essentials that you should bring with you during your visit. We are headed to Disney World in a couple of days, and I want to show you all of the things that I'm going to be bringing with me to keep myself comfortable, cool, and happy in the park. So let's go ahead and get on into these essentials. I do want to say, starting out, I've gotten some comments in the past about people saying that these aren't essentials or these aren't things that are actually needed in the parks. Ultimately, I just want to be sharing these with you because they are items and products that have helped me in the past when going to Disney World, and they've helped me to avoid spending more money in the parks whenever I can just bring the essentials with myself. So feel free to pick and choose some of these essentials whenever you are going to Disney World, but I want to help you and share all of them with you today so that way you fully know some things that might be helpful to bring with you on your trip. First thing I recommend bringing is some type of water bottle. I love bringing a water bottle with me so that way I can stay hydrated throughout my day, especially if you're going during the summertime. You're going to want to continuously be drinking water, and you can purchase water in the Disney parks, but bottles of water, if you keep purchasing them throughout the day, it can get very expensive. They're at least $4 a bottle. So I just like bringing a water bottle with me. They have water bottle refill stations around the park so you can easily refill a bottle. I'm excited because this trip I'm going to be bringing this Circle water bottle, and if you haven't heard of Circle before, they actually have these little flavor cartridges that go into the bottle and they flavor every sip of water that you have. I love the strawberry kiwi flavor. Circle had recently sent these to me, and I'm excited to try them out in the Disney parks because I know not a lot of people like the taste of Disney water, and so I think that this will significantly help with that and encourage me to keep drinking water regardless of the taste. Now with that, you can actually go to any quick service restaurant or some restaurants in the Disney parks and you can ask for a glass of water. So if you don't have a water bottle with you, you can go and get free glasses of water, so it's a way to keep you hydrated but also save some money. Another essential I started bringing on my last Disney trip that I'm going to be bringing this time is Liquid IV. I love Liquid IV at Disney World because it is a hydration multiplier, so this is a really great way to keep you hydrated when you're in the parks. And another thing is, if you don't like drinking water or you don't like Disney water, this is another way to mask the flavor and to help encourage you to drink water. So some of my favorite flavors are the acai berry, and another one of my favorites is the passion fruit flavor. They have a ton of different flavors though that you can try, but those are my two absolute favorites. Going along with Liquid IV, they also have an energy multiplier. So I've tried this in the past and it does give you a little bit of a boost of energy. I like the mango flavor, and this would be good at Disney World too, because if you're going for a full park day when you get up early and you're trying to make your way to fireworks by the end of the evening, you might need a little bit of an energy boost. So I'm really eager to test this out for my next trip here and see if it gives me some energy going into the day. One thing you absolutely will want to bring though are sunglasses. Whenever it's so bright at Disney World, especially we're going in the summertime now, it can be so bright, and I accidentally forgot a pair of sunglasses the one time, and I didn't feel as great going around the park as I would if I had sunglasses. So I recommend always having sunglasses on hand. You can buy them in the parks, but they are more expensive, so make sure that you have one whenever you are doing your Disney packing. Band-aids are also another handy thing to have on hand in case you are getting a blister or you just find some irritation somewhere. I always like to put some band-aids in my park bag because you never know when a blister might pop up. There's also blister pads that you can get, so I always recommend having some band-aids on hand for just in case purposes. They do have a first aid station in the parks, but they are most likely at the entrance of the parks, and if you are on the other side of one of the Disney parks, you don't want to be walking to go and get a band-aid, so it's nice just having them on hand in case you are getting those blisters. Of course, getting on and off rides, you are touching a lot of things, and I know a lot of people like to feel sanitary whenever they're in the park. I have brought hand sanitizer before, but recently I've started using the Touchland hand sanitizer. This is a power mist hand sanitizer. I love the lavender scent. It is so fresh, so refreshing, and they have a bunch of different scents that you can choose from, but they also have these little carrying cases that you can get to put on the hand sanitizers. I just think they're so cute. You can use them as a little keychain, put them on your keys, or just in your park bag. They're a nice little convenient size too that you can travel with. So I'm eager to take these to Disney World and try them whenever I'm getting on and off rides. Portable chargers also are a must when going to Disney World. You may have seen in the past I have used this very large portable charger. It does have a ton of charge, but it is quite bulky. But recently I've started using the fuel rods. These are really handy at Disney World because they actually have changing stations throughout the parks where you can swap out for a fully charged fuel rod, and it's completely free as long as you have it. You can get these on Amazon for cheaper than you can get them in the park, so I recommend purchasing them ahead of time so that way you can save some money and just have a fuel rod ready to go whenever you are actually at Disney World. So this will keep all of your devices charged throughout the day. You're going to be on your phone a lot, whether it's doing mobile ordering, using the My Disney Experience app, or the map to try to figure out where you need to go, so I always recommend having a portable charger on hand. If you do choose to purchase it, a MagicBand is also a must. I like having the MagicBand because it's easy to get into and out of the parks. You can scan it if you have the photo pass, and the MagicBand Plus also has interactive features where you can play some games and interact with certain things whenever you're at Disney World. It's not an absolute must. Of course, you can just use your park ticket, but if you do have a MagicBand, I recommend bringing it with you because there's different things you can do with the MagicBand Plus, and it's very easy to have to get into and out of the parks. Another thing is medicine. If you find that you need some type of medicine when going to Disney World, I recommend bringing it ahead of time. I like bringing ibuprofen or Advil. You can purchase these at some of the resorts, but they are way more expensive than you would be able to get them if you were at a grocery store or before you leave for your trip. So I always like bringing a little bottle with me just in case I need anything. It's gonna save me some money and also be nice to just have it on hand. Of course, a good park bag is also one of my essentials. You know, I love using Loungefly bags at the Disney parks. Ultimately, I recommend bringing a bag that's going to be comfortable to carry throughout the day, but also can hold all of your essentials, which I find that Loungeflies are perfect for that. I'm also going to start using this field bag from North Face. So it's kind of a larger sling belt bag, which will be really neat to use around the park. It's got a lot of pockets and compartments, so I always recommend having a nice park bag to hold all of your essentials in. Hair ties and claw clips are also perfect if you have longer hair. I recently cut my hair, so I'm gonna use a small claw clip and hair ties to hold the top portion of my hair back to kind of keep the hair off of my neck. But I recommend having these whenever you're on roller coasters. You don't want your hair flying around if you have longer hair, and it's also nice to just get your hair off your neck whenever it's so hot at Disney World. So I always recommend having these in your park bag so that way you have them. Lastly, this isn't an absolute must, but I find that I like having AirPods or some type of headphones. These are nice if you're waiting in a long line. It can provide you with some type of entertainment. I know I like working on my phone when I'm waiting in lines, so it's nice having some noise canceling ones too to kind of drown out all of the extra noise that's happening around you whenever you're in line. So those are all the essentials that I am personally planning on bringing with me to Disney World this trip. Some of these things you might not find necessary for your upcoming Disney World vacation, but they are all things that I know I find useful when going to Disney World. Disney World does have a lot of resources and things that you can purchase and things for free that are in the parks that you can use, but I always like having things on hand to save time and save me some money. If you want to check out the links to any of the things mentioned for your next Disney trip, I will put them in the description bar and the pinned comment below so that way you can easily shop all these finds. Let me know what essentials you like to bring in your park bag or what essentials you like to pack with you when going to Disney World. If you are headed to the parks, I hope you have an amazing time visiting Disney World, and let me know if you have any questions for your upcoming trip. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video. See you guys!